I've toured the length and breadth of Pakistan in my search for Prisoner 650, and in many ways I feel I'm no closer to the truth. The journey has been long and hard, and the dramatic route through the Khyber Pass treacherous. But now we're in Afghanistan, one of the most dangerous places on earth. Perhaps here I will find the true identity of the Grey Lady of Bagram, in the country where I was once also held captive, but my ordeal was at the hands of the Taliban, while she was held by the Americans. I've made this journey many times now, but the dramatic landscape still catches my breath on the road to Kabul. But today the route is lined with burned-out oil tankers, easy targets of Taliban fighters determined to cut NATO fuel supplies. The pock-marked roads have gone and fresh tarmac cuts the journey time in half. I wonder what other changes have been made as we arrive in Kabul. So this is the new shopping face of Kabul. It's like a Western shopping mall. It's all very sterile. I mean, to me, it's a diluting of the culture. Babylon, PlayStation games, CSI, all the top DVDs and videos, Pirates of the Caribbean.
More than porn.
Oh gosh, You know, Mullah Omar hated coming to Kabul. He called Kabul Sin City. I don't know what he'd make of this now. This is what's missing in the shopping centre. You see, you get the smells and the aromas and of a market. Now, I've had something made with this. This is delicious when it's cooked and used bread to, I'm sure it's these beans. The herbs and spices. Oh, I wish we had smell vision on TV, because the smell and aromas coming up from these spices are really wonderful. I've sent a request to the press officer in Bagram requesting permission to interview him and or his senior officers. I've told them we're now in Kabul. They've previously refused, but I've said that we have new information and it would be in their interests to give us an interview. But obviously we're trying to gather more and more evidence to put before them in the event that they do let us through the gates of Bagram. Time and again, stories from Pakistan emerged about children being caught up in the war on terror as their parents were arrested in raids on their homes. Their fate, according to some, was to be dumped in Afghan orphanages. I went to one orphanage to try and establish if this rumour was based on fact.
اون اطفالی که اونا والدینشان یا خانوادهشان اونا طبیعت خارج دارن و اتباع خارجی هستن و به اساس بعضی روابطی یا مروادات سیاسی که از طرف نیروی به اصطلاح ائتلاف اونا دستگیر شدن و با گوانتانامو برده شدن، اطفالشون در پرورشگاه ما تا هنوز دیدن نشدن.
He seemed sure of his facts, but I still wasn't convinced. The senior Pakistan government official I had spoken to was adamant the rumours were true. That account was indeed corroborated by an NGO worker who spoke on condition of complete anonymity. She said she had come across some English and Arabic-speaking children in institutions in Afghanistan.
اگرم در بعضی مؤسسات خارجی که پرورشگاهی در بعضی ولایت ایجاد کرده، شاید اونا را جذب کرده باشن، مگر تا هنوز برای ما همچو ارقام و همچو احصایه و راپوری برای ما داده نشده.
What is your name?
My name is Naveed.
Naveed. MashaAllah. And what is your name? I wondered if any one of these young boys really knew his origins, and I'm sure the case of Pakistan's missing children will not go away. But one thing is sure, we know some children have gone missing. Can we trust the Afghan government's account? And if so, just where are the lost children? A lot of people in Pakistan are convinced prisoner 650 is Dr. Afia Siddiqui, not least of all because of the conflicting accounts over her dramatic arrest and shooting at the hands of the US military. While many conspiracy theorists are convinced she is 650, I'm not. But in order to discount it, I have to go to Ghani to speak to those who witnessed her shooting. There could be all sorts of people on this route. Afghans, Brits, Americans, Taliban, and then there are also the freelance robbers as well. So it's going to be quite a hazardous trip. And we know this because our original driver pulled out this morning. He said it was too risky to take this journey. But this journey to Ghani is actually an integral part of our search for prisoner 650, so we don't really have a choice, it has to be done. As the miles passed and the carnage increased, it was becoming quite evident that this journey would prove to be our most challenging so far.
All the civilian cars just crossed between the fighting.
But despite the warning signs, none of us were quite prepared for what happened next. There's obviously something going on, loads of military presence. And we've got into a big convoy with a lot of oil tankers, prime targets for the Taliban. This has not been lost on our driver, who obviously wants to get past this convoy as quickly as he possibly can. And there's some really scary driving going on. Truck lights. What is this, Dina? It looks as though somebody's been hit.
Here it looks like a tanker or government convoy has been hit.
Something's been hit. We don't know what it is, but there's a lot of black smoke and there's a police car or something coming down with its lights on. out of the car.
ما كنت دروازه بندك دروازه بندك ما كنت دخلك دخلك ما كنت دروازه بندك دروازه close
Close, but we need to get out of the car. Bloody hell. Hello. Right. When you're being fired on, you do not stay in a car. Somebody should tell that to our driver. Well, I'm speechless. I'm not sure who was firing on who there. The
Police were, I think, the target.
The police. Uh-huh. It's okay. These people are amazing. They just smile and carry on.
He says the Taliban, one of the Taliban were there just in the room, we hidden behind it, and he said, who are they? And he told the Taliban guy that they are here for filming for the Taliban and filming the situation, how the Taliban are strong. And they said, then let them go because the area will be getting dangerous. And he said, yeah, you will be safe on the way.
So we stopped at where the Taliban was shooting and went straight into the arms of the Taliban. I don't believe it. That's bit of excitement for today. Gosh, my mother's going to go ballistic when she watches this.